excited to be back on Facebook Live to do some more crafts with my friends. It has been a while since we did crafts together here on Facebook Live, and I'm looking forward to getting started with some more crafts. We have 6 coming up starting today, and going every week on Tuesday we can get together and do some crafts for 6 weeks. I'm really looking forward to it. Today I chose a rainbow craft because of 2 reasons. First, I love rainbows, and I really love them in the springtime because I'm looking forward to all the different rainbows of color that we'll start to see once everything in nature starts blooming in the springtime. And I also chose this rainbow craft because tomorrow, if you're watching this when it comes out on Tuesday, tomorrow will be St. Patrick's Day. And I think that rainbows really remind me of St. Patrick's Day and spring, so it would be a good craft for today. So this is the kind of craft I like to call a use what you have craft. So I'll show you all kinds of materials that I am going to use, but you don't have to use all the same things as me. You can use what you have at your house and still make a really wonderful and unique rainbow, just like mine will be using different materials than everybody else. We all have different things at our house. So you can use what you have, but I'm going to tell you the ideas that I had when I looked around at what I had in my house. So the first thing you'll need is a piece of cardboard. This is like just out of my recycling bag, just the back of a cereal box or a pasta box, whatever you have that's a little more sturdy like cardboard, a little more sturdy than regular paper. My phone is ringing, let me go get it. All right, so you need something a little more sturdy like this piece of cardboard. The next thing that I'm going to use is some painted paper. So think about it like we're making a collage, right? You could use construction paper, you could color with crayons or markers on a piece of paper, you could one idea I had was to look in some magazines or the newspaper and cut out pictures that have different colors. But what I ended up doing for today is I painted some pieces of paper. Now I used paint like this, but you could use watercolors or any of those other ideas that I already shared. And I painted all of the colors in the rainbow. All right, and I think you'll probably notice I did not do my most careful job. I didn't go all the way to the edge. I didn't make sure I covered all the white spaces. I just went really quickly because this isn't a piece of painted paper that I'm going to save forever. What I'm actually going to do is cut it. I'm going to cut it so that we can glue it all together like a collage. So here's what I'll do. I'll take my paper that has my colors on it, and yours will look however you chose to do it. If you have construction paper, or if you have crayons and markers colored on paper, or if you have paint like me. And what I'm going to do is just make sure I cut my painted paper into small pieces so that I'll be able to use it like a collage. I'm going to go for just some smaller squares. So again, I'm not going to do my most careful cutting. I'm just getting my paper into smaller pieces. That's all I'm really worried about right now. So I'm cutting into squares. I have some red squares. Now I'm going to go ahead and get some orange. These are my scraps, but I am going to save them because this would be perfect for a project like this in the future. Let me see. Let me cut some orange, I think. Now, I love doing painted paper projects because it is something that you can do without worrying if you've got all your colors colored in the lines. You don't have to worry about it being perfect because the whole idea is that everything's a little bit unique. It just turns out like a collage. I wonder if you have read books by one of my favorite authors, Eric Carle. A lot of the illustrations in those books are collage with painted paper. It's really neat. So I really enjoy doing projects like that myself. Okay, now I'm cutting up some green and yellow. And I am not worried about if there's a little white space. That will be okay. All right, so I have all of my painted paper. Now it's all cut up. And if you were using construction paper, yours will be all cut up, or colored crayon or marker on a paper. All of that is going to work great. And I love to see everybody's different ideas. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to draw the shape of a rainbow on my cardboard, and I'm going to cut it out. That part can be a little tricky. If you have a grown-up around, it might be helpful to have the grown-up help cut the cardboard, because it can be a little trickier to cut than regular paper. So I'm going to draw my rainbow shape in the middle of my cardboard. And now I'm going to cut it out. This is my rainbow shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm also going to save my cardboard scraps because these could be good for another project. I'll put them on the side. So what I'm going to do, now that I have a piece of cardboard that's cut into a rainbow, and I have all these rainbow pieces, I am going to make a collage on my cardboard. So I'm going to use glue. And I have this kind of glue, but you could also use a glue stick. And I'm going to stick my different paper colors on in rainbow order. Now, just for fun, I have some other things that I collected around my house to add to my rainbow. I'll show you those in a minute. First, I'm going to start with my painted paper so that I have a good foundation on my rainbow. So I'll put a little bit of glue for my red. And now I'm going to work on getting my red paper placed onto my rainbow. It's okay if it goes off the edge. It does not have to be perfect. Some of the edges might stick up. I think that's just fine. You might notice while you're working along that you need more red than any other color. It's because it's on the outside, so it takes a lot more red to fill up the outside of the edge than it will take for purple to fill up the inside. Now that I've got my red on there, I'm going to start moving to orange. And mine will have to overlap because of the size of my cardboard, so it's okay if yours does the same thing. Let me get some glue on and get ready to put on my orange. I'm tearing up my paper a little bit too to help it fit better. Maybe I should cut slightly smaller pieces. I'm going to trim them down. All right, here goes orange. I wonder what you all would choose as your favorite color in the rainbow. I know I have some friends, some of my Sunday school friends really like red. I have other Sunday school friends who really like blue, and my favorite is green. If I could choose any color in the rainbow, that's what I would pick. I would pick green. So now you can see I have red and I have orange. What's next? I'm going to put down some yellow. I'm adding a little bit more glue to help my yellow stick down. And here we go. I'm going to put some yellow on. It is okay if it doesn't cover all of the spaces. It's okay to have some space in between. I kind of like the way that looks. So you can see that you're doing kind of a recycled project using cardboard. I'll stick on my yellow. And I bet you know what comes next. After yellow, it's my favorite. I'm going to put some green. I cut a lot of green. That is good because it's my favorite. I'll use this one. Okay, I have my green arranged on my rainbow. Next up, I have two more. First, I'm gonna do blue, then I'm gonna do purple. And then is going to be what I'm really excited for. I have some special details to add on top. I'm adding my blue on now. You can really see the design I painted on my blue paper, so I really like how that's turning out. Okay. Have my blue, oopsies, I had a couple fall out. Stick that back on. There we go. Now I'm ready for purple. My purple will probably come off the edge a little bit, which is okay with me. Some purple in my hands, just ready to stick. All right, so I have, let's see, are they all going to stick? I have all my rainbow painted paper stuck onto my cardboard. And you could be done right here, and this would look so nice sitting maybe on your table. If you have a fruit bowl you could lean it on, or up in your window. This would be fun to place somewhere that you can see all the bright and happy colors for spring. You could end here, but I want to show you another idea that I had to add a little bit more detail, some fun, extra fancy things. So I looked around my house and I found things like this that are little foam stickers. So I am going to try adding those on top of the different colors on my design. So I'll put a little green caterpillar. I also found a sparkly green pom-pom while I was searching, so I'm going to add that onto my green. You all know green is my favorite color, so I was excited to find these details. And I even found little sequins, so I'll add a green sequin. And I'll show you what I found for the next color. Which one would be fun to add some details to? Well, for red, I found another pom-pom, so I think I'll add that one over here. But another thing that I found that would be very fun for red, and that you might have in your house as well, are some stickers. So I'm going to add some stickers because they'll add a nice sparkly shine onto my red part of my rainbow. I'm going to stick those on. Then for orange, something fun I found was this piece of a pretend flower. I think I'll add it over here. This would be something that might stick better with hot glue, so I'm just going to give it a try and see how it turns out. I think that will be better with hot glue. I might save that part for later, but I did find some more sequins while I was looking. These are the kind of thing that might come in confetti if you get a birthday card, or what else? Where would you find those? Maybe just in your craft area if you like to do a lot of crafts like I do. Sometimes you have things like this that are extra laying around. And I always like to find a way to use them in my project, and that's why I call this a use what you have, because you can find the extra things you have and put them to good use. I found some more stickers that I thought would work for blue. I'm noticing now they might be a little big, but this one is the perfect size. So I'm going to stick the blue sticker on. Oh, this is really turning out. I'm excited about how it's turning out. I'm going to add a couple more sequins in purple, and then I'm going to show you my final product. Let's see. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. Uh-oh. Get my purple pom-pom to stick. Well, that one does not want to be a part of the party. Look at this fun rainbow. See what I mean about use what you have? I found those extra things and they added a nice fancy sparkle to my rainbow. Of course, you could have stopped at the collage part after the painted paper was put on. So that is up to you, and I can't wait to see what you decide. Yay! So next Tuesday we'll be back with another craft, and I'm really looking forward to it. If you would like to share what you made, maybe in the comments of this video you could share a picture if you also made a collage rainbow. All right, see you later, my friends.